Do you feel really numbed out in life, or maybe like you just feel kind of flat? Maybe you feel stagnant or bored, or even just really frustrated that life isn't going your way. It's my opinion that losing your joy is the most damaging thing that could happen in your life. So today I'm going to dig into what that means to have lost your joy. And I'm going to share with you some really surprising things that you can do right now, starting today, to change that for yourself. I'm Ketra Thompson, and if you're new to this channel, I'm a certified master hypnotist and a life recovery coach. I help people get back to the core part of themselves, the part of themselves that's deeply connected to their self-worth, so they can create the life that they want and eliminate all those old patterns that have been holding them back. So before I jump into this topic, I just want to mention, be sure to hit like and subscribe so you can be notified every time I post a new video. And there is a link in the description below that allows you to set up a completely free consultation call with me. This allows you to get to the root of what's going on. It allows me to see if we're a good fit to work together, and then you can explore the options of how you can create the life that you want with a rapid transformational process. So be sure to check that out. There's lots of information there. So first, I want to look at some of the reasons why people lose their joy in life. It's actually sometimes shocking to me that so many of my clients can't think of a time in their life when they really did feel good. They can't think of any time when they had joy at all. So one big thing is, if you have never experienced it, then you don't even know what the goal is or how to get there or what you want to get back to, because some people have simply never been connected to a deep sense of joy. Sometimes life just becomes mundane. You get in a rut of doing the same things over and over, and you have something keeping you back from trying new things, right? Or sometimes a life event happens, like a divorce, a death, or a loss of a job, and all of a sudden you were feeling okay and things felt good, and now you're just spiraling, you're down, you don't know what to do, and you just kind of can't see your way out of a really dark tunnel. So that can oftentimes cause people to lose that sense of joy. If you have ever been stuck in any kind of relationship, whether it's parental or marriage or whatever, that is emotionally destructive, emotionally abusive, and especially physically abusive, this can really rob you of your joy. This can confuse your mind, create cognitive dissonance where you don't even know really what reality should be, and it's so exhausting for your brain to be spinning like this. There's no time or space or room to have real joy in your life. The other thing is, sometimes people create coping mechanisms in their childhood to help them get through, but those coping mechanisms stick with them and they keep using them far into adulthood. And the problem with that is that they continue to shut people out, or they stay too busy, keeping themselves busy from sitting in their feelings, or they're suppressing their feelings. Whatever the coping mechanism is, it is probably robbing you of your joy, because it's robbing you of the ability to be present in the moment, to actually feel life again, right? You're still coping with something that probably doesn't need to be coped with anymore. So that's a real joy robber. So I want to say a few things about what joy isn't. Joy isn't this constant state of happiness. It's not this high that you get on and stay on forever. Joy is a combination of two things. It's a deep, strong sense of your own self-worth. It's this inner contentment. It's a continual piece of knowing who you are and that your value doesn't come from anything outside of yourself. And that has to be coupled with an openness to new things. A curiosity for life and an openness to try new things that keep your mind engaged and keep you moving in a forward pattern that doesn't feel stagnant. So what can you do to cultivate more joy? The first thing you can do is you can start cultivating compassion and acceptance for yourself. When you can be compassionate and fully accepting of yourself without beating yourself up or bullying yourself anymore, that starts the process of the inner healing work that helps you to be open to letting joy come in. Of course, the most rapid and effective way to do this is through a customized hypnotherapy process that allows you to access your subconscious mind and reframe those core beliefs that have been driving you in the wrong direction. So getting into those core beliefs really allows you to reframe them on a subconscious level. Because if you've heard me say anything before, and I don't want to go through it all again, but the fact is your subconscious mind is driving your behavior. Over 95% of everything you think, feel, and do comes from your subconscious mind. And the only way to really directly access your subconscious mind in a rapid way is through hypnosis. So part of that process includes you really connecting to your own self-worth as a deep first step. And you can start that process on your own by being aware of what you're thinking and feeling and then correcting those thoughts and feelings as they come up with the truth about yourself. The key is that you don't just want to tell yourself these new beliefs and keep those thoughts in your conscious mind. You actually want to embody these beliefs. You want to feel it. You want to deeply believe and know on a deep subconscious level that your self-worth doesn't come from anyone outside of you and that you didn't have to earn it, that it's something you can own fully. The second step you can take is you can diversify your life. You can actually add new and fun things to your life, new and fun activities. It really opens up your mind and it allows your mind to see things differently. It actually allows your mind to believe that you can change. It's like trying new things and expanding yourself actually creates an openness to new possibilities. And this newness, it kind of sparks insights. And so maybe there's something in your life you've been laser focused on. One thing that you really focus on and go after, or you've been trying to figure out. The thing is that can start to feel really frustrating sometimes because you're trying so hard to figure out a problem or conquer this one thing and it becomes your only focus. That's because you haven't been giving your mind the room and opportunity that it needs to dream a little differently. Your mind needs to be able to shift its focus to other things so that it's not overwhelmed by this one thing that you're trying to conquer. When we take part in new activities and new experiences and new connections and new relationships and communicating in new ways, what that actually does is that it creates an experience where we can now turn things on their side. We can see things from a different perspective, from unique angles. And when we aren't even thinking about this issue over here that we had been focusing on, because we're now kind of playfully focusing on something else, that allows our mind to have those moments, just those split-second moments where we have this creative solution that just comes up because we allowed our mind the space that it needed to relax. And that actually gives us more insight into the things that we were previously focused on. So it's a really important shift. So when you're really connected to your self-worth, that will give you the confidence that you need to actually act on these things in life that you want to create, that you want to change, that you want to shift. And these new ideas from trying new things will just create an expansiveness in you. And it will be so much easier when it's coming from a deep place of self-worth, a deep sense of peace within yourself. You'll be able to do things without all that fear of rejection, without all that fear of what other people might think, without all the what ifs, without all the ruminating about the past and worrying about the future. You'll be able to stay more present in the moment, allowing your life to flow in a new direction. And what the key to this is that finally you'll feel like you will be choosing the life you want for yourself. And you'll be choosing that from a place of openness and curiosity instead of a place of fear that's keeping you stuck or numbed out or in those old patterns. So now I want to give you a few things, some tips that you can use, some things you can implement right now, starting today, that can help connect you to your joy and help you get this process started. The first thing is change up your routine. Do things differently. Drive to work in a different way than normal. Even if it's a longer route, just do it so that your brain isn't on autopilot anymore. So you're breaking that old pattern, right? So make plans with someone. Go to lunch with someone. Go to a new place. Make a list of things. This is a good way to get you going and kind of help you as you move along. Make a list of things you want to try. Make a list of places you want to go, new places you want to eat, new parks you want to check out, new hobbies you want to take up. Get that list going and get your mind thinking about new things you can incorporate in your life. They don't have to be things that you want to, do forever. Just try something new. Try something different. If you love it, keep trying it. If you don't, try something else. The main goal here is to switch up your routine, shake it up, do things different, and get your mind woken up to the fact that it can change and that it's fun to try new things. Hypnotherapy is such an amazing path to take to get you to this result. The thing is, it really allows you to get rapid results, really big traction in your life, because it is working from a place of the subconscious mind, not just you talking in your conscious mind about the same things, but it's actually shifting those core beliefs on a subconscious level. A customized hypnotherapy process allows you to really connect to your self-worth on a deep subconscious level, and this creates so much more confidence in you. And confidence is what it takes to really allow yourself to make these changes, because it's a bold move. You're stepping into uncharted territory, and so having that deep connection to your truest self and that self-worth and your own confidence will rapidly create change in your life and help you get into a place that you want to be. And doing this on a subconscious level is really what allows you to process that old trauma, recreate a new meaning around old things that have been driving your behavior for so long. Those old patterns that you were stuck in can be broken. I watch my clients do this every day. I watch them finally becoming their most authentic selves, finally using their voice, and finally taking steps to create a life they love. So if you are ready to finally break free, to finally make those changes, and to really get control back of your life, get behind the steering wheel, then I just want to encourage you to set up that complimentary consultation. You are allowed to take control of your life. You don't have to sit and wait for life to happen to you. You are the driver of your life. And so I hope you do take control. I hope you reconnect to your joy, because joy is not something you want to miss out on in life. It's the good stuff. And when you feel joyful, it just spreads to the people around you, because when you change yourself, you truly change the world. You change how people interact with you. So today I want you to answer one question for me. I want you to put it in the comments below. What is the one thing that is robbing you of the most joy in your life right now? What is causing that? Identifying that is a really big deal. It's part of this process of finally figuring out what things maybe don't need to be in your life anymore, or what things need to be changed. So please, in the comments below, let me know what is robbing the joy from your life right now. And until next time, curate a life by your own design.